Welcome to the Purdue Dairy Digest. I'm Dr. Jackie Borman. Today on the Dairy Digest, we will talk about digital agriculture and dairy cows, and where those two topics intersect. Here at Purdue, we are investing resources into digital agriculture because of the belief that data generated from agriculture is powerful. Digital agriculture can seem a little vague or abstract because on a farm we deal with living things, cows, crops, and people. However, there is considerable amount of information that all of those living things can provide in the form of data via sensors or video or other methods that we have not even thought about yet. It may be my bias, but I think within animal agriculture, dairy farms may offer the most data and potentially the most useful data. If we think about what is happening on dairy farms, cows are milked multiple times a day. We get milk weights from that information. We can get component information, and we will likely see more inline milk component analysis that's done in real time, so we can understand the fat and protein and lactose that's produced from each cow at every milking. Some farms are also routinely weighing cows either on the parlor or as they exit the milking parlor, and we can determine body weight changes over time. We're also exploring ways to get more accurate dry matter intake from individual cows when they're grouped in pens. And we have sensors that are analyzing nutrients within feed ingredients. So if we have accurate inputs in the form of feed and accurate outputs in the form of milk and body weight change, we can start to understand individual needs of some animals and feed and manage them accordingly. Without a doubt, there is considerable genetic information on dairy farms when animals are genotyped and you receive feedback about their genetic potential. Some farms may also be using this to make breeding and culling decisions on their farm. There's still so much that we could understand about utilizing this information. For instance, there's likely increased applications to select for animals that would be more likely to be successful within different environments. For example, this could be selecting for animals that are less prone to heat stress or acidosis, or cows that would do better in an automatic milking system. I think that in the future we will likely want to combine both genotypic and phenotypic information on farms to make decisions that are more informed. With all data, there is potential issues with the accuracy of the data and the ability to integrate data from multiple sources. I think this last one is especially true on dairy farms when we have a lot of standalone systems that have information that's usable, but it doesn't talk with other systems that are in place on farm. In order to make informed decisions about data, it needs to be reasonably accurate and in a format that is consistent to other forms of data. One thing we are doing at Purdue is developing courses and minors in digital agriculture to improve students' competency in digital management. It is highly likely that agriculture will continue to utilize more data in the future, and to ensure that the interpretation of the data is correct, we need to train our agriculture students to be comfortable working with the data and making inferences based off of that data. So I don't have all the answers right now for where dairy, cows, and digital ag, like where those two things are meeting, but I can project that in the future we're going to be able to understand a lot more about what's happening within our cows and within our farms by utilizing the data that the cow itself is generating.
If you are a subscriber to the podcast, can you do us a favor and rate us in iTunes? If you're not a subscriber, become one today, and you can listen to this podcast at your own time. Thank you.